Welcome back to the WCG for this afternoon session on day one of the second test match. Brandon's 11 will resume 1 for 38 after lunch, with their captain 25 not out and looking ominous. Matt's 11's main objective for this session is to get Brendan Scott out. Failure to do so, and this game could get away from them very quickly. A patient and watchful innings so far from Scott, but has put away the bad deliveries when they've presented themselves. He resumes 25 not out, and he'll be looking to cash in on this start. Alex Stepien to bowl the first ball after lunch. Bowls now to Scott on. It's a good leg break delivery, which had turned quite sharply. That's a good start from Stepien.
Crunch. What a meaty blow. He's not done anything but find the gap with that cut shot.
Michael Johnson to bowl to Scott now. He's in, it's full, it's caught the edge, and it's narrowly missed the auto wiki, and he scrambles through for a single. It's well bowled for Michael Johnson. He's bowled well today without luck. There's another example of it. Johnson into Scott once more. It's wide outside the off stump and let go from Scott. Good aggression though from Michael Johnson. He's given it a crack here for his side.
Beautifully played, got two straight. Masterclass, through mid-wicket, it races away for four.
Scott picking up where he left off in the opening session. His mark continues now and it's just played on the offside for a single. And that brings up the 50 for Brendan's 11, looking ominous.
This one goes through. He stands up off the back foot. He smashed one to point. The best thing for this game.
I think it's the
fact. Away again, short ball. Punishes it, puts it away beautifully. Backward a square, all of a sudden he's on fire.
Hammered away for four. Too short, too wide. That's rubbish, is what it is. Goes for four.
Brennan's 11 starting to pull away here. 1 for 63 as Richards continues. It's another full toss from him. That's well fielded by the captain, who throws it wildly. It hits the umpire and he's frustrated with his teammates. He's not happy at all, Matt White. He's got every right. His team have been below par today.
Hits. Oh, that is the shot of the innings. Marsh has ploughed it down the ground.
Scott moves to 54 not out. That's his fourth score of 50 or more at the WCG. Captain leading from the front, and his side is in a great position now. Richards has been expensive today to continue. Bowls to Scotty, jams him up. Pat's in there quickly. Might have been a sneaky little run out chance here. Pat always on the hunt in there. No, he's well back. Richards will continue again. Around the wicket to Scott. Oh, it's a good delivery. He's jammed it down onto his toe. But it's just the way it's going for Scott at the moment. He sneaks through for a single. Oh, he's lucky there. When it's your day, it's your day.
Well, that'll be four. They'll run away down there. Just hiding the ball now, Curran. And trying to get some reverse swing.
Oh, that's great driving of the ball. Well, there's the advantage of playing back. It makes the bowler overtake.
Brandon's 11, 1 for 78 now as Matt White will bowl to Scott. Another quick delivery from White. It's outside the off stump. This has got away from Matt's 11 now. Brandon's 11 will be looking to post a monster first innings total. They're going to have to bat well now, Matt's 11. There is a hint of rain around 2, which Scott will think about, and he's been hit now by Matt White. Another quick delivery. White has been one of the only shining lights for his side today. White steaming into his opposition captain again. Bowles now, he's hurried him. He's got an inside edge onto the leg side. Pat McGregor always alive there in that short mid-wicket position. Flicks it back at the stumps. But Scott was back. White to bowl again to Scott. He's got him on the back foot a bit and he's played it on the leg side. That might go for 4. That'll pull up. Scott adds another single to his tally. 1 for 79, Brennan's 11 in a great position now. as we mentioned earlier, there is rain forecast for later on in the test match. And Brandon's 11's captain might have a declaration in mind. As White will come in to bowl the last ball of his over. It's another quick one. It's left outside the off stump. 1 for 79.
Oh, beautiful. Superb. Short back left, just punched it down the ground.
That was a rare loose delivery from McGregor as he bowls to Scott again, and that's more like it. On a good length outside the off stump. It's well left from Scott again. It's a good innings.
Oh, 4. That's a terrific cricket shot, that. That's not easy.
Michael Johnson now to bowl to the rampant Scott. Oh, it's a good delivery. One of the rare balls to beat Scott today. Good areas from Michael Johnson. He's bowled well. They need a wicket and fast, Matt's 11. Johnson will bowl to Scott again. Oh, and he's hit him. They've looked dangerous when they've got it in the right areas, Matt's 11. But unfortunately, from their point of view, they have not done it often enough.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. That's the best of Warner. He kind of climbed into it.
It'll be Alex Stepien to try his luck now. Bowls to Scott. Oh, it's a good delivery that's beaten Scott. It's zipped under his bat, and it's narrowly missed the off stump. Close call. Alex Stepien to bowl around the wicket again. Oh, and it's another beauty. Scott plays and misses. Another great delivery from Stepien. Scott's still there. A good over this from Stepien as he continues around the wicket to Scott. Oh, and it's another beauty. It's beaten the outside edge of Scott. Unlucky from Alex Stepien. This has been a great over. Mark Pasterfield to bowl the last over before the tea break. Bowls to Scott, who just plays on the offside for another single. Moves a step closer to triple figures.
Trim that will come from the Vulture Street end.
Oh, super shot again from Michael Clark. Just not enough aggression in the short balls. Like, oh, I'm going to bowl a short ball. There was no intent, really.
60 runs have been scored in the session so far. As Mark Pasterfield bowls again, it's been driven towards White, who has stopped it well. And if it wasn't for him today, his side would be in an even worse position. So the last ball before the tea break, Pasterfield will bowl to Scott. 1 for 98. It's full and it's played on the leg side, and that's a boundary to go to the tea break for Scott and Brennan's 11. And even at this early stage, they look unbeatable. 64 runs were scored in that session, a record at the WCG, and only the second session ever to not see a wicket sees Brandon's 11 in a fantastic position as they go to the tea break, 1 for 102. Scott will resume 87 not out and will be eyeing off his second century at the WCG. We'll be back shortly.